It's an Aussie bloke in a ghetto's world. G'day, guys. It has been a hot minute since you have heard me on the airwaves of this podcast. There may well be more to come if events turn out like I believe they're going to turn out. But this will just be a short one. But a lot has happened and is about to happen in the hip-hop sphere, so I would just like to talk about my opinions on it. First of all, Drake versus Kendrick. I mean, this was 10 years in the making, wasn't it, this beef? Of course, it started over they did a song together, and then I think then Kendrick did a verse on Big Sean's Control and said he was coming for everyone in the game, Drake included. And I think Drake took offense to that, and they started dissing each other subliminally back and forth until we got to this point. And what was it? I think Kendrick dropped a track on Future and Metro Boomin's album and dissed Drake in it, and Drake responded with Push-Ups, which was quite a catchy track. Drop and give me 50. Drop and give me, like, I did like that bit, and the beat was pretty sick. And then he dropped quite possibly the most controversial track of the entire beef. He dropped the tailor-made freestyle, which had Tupac and Snoop Dogg's AI voices. I have to admit they did say some funny things, or he did say some funny things and then change it over to their voices. He was like the spirit of the West is alive in a N-word under 5'5", which I was like, he's just basically trolling Kendrick, using Tupac's voice and all that sort of stuff. But and then what was it? That's right, Kendrick dropped Euphoria, and I think 616 in LA. Then Drake dropped Family Matters, and then Kendrick dropped Meet the Grahams and Not Like Us, which was a banger. He literally had people dancing to saying that Drake was a pedophile, and Kendrick won the beef from that point on, in my opinion. Drake just came back with a whole bunch of denials saying, yeah, we fed it. Oh, yes, because in Meet the Grahams, Kendrick basically writes a letter to all of Drake's family, including a daughter that no one knew he had. Of course, we know in the infamous Pusha T beef, he came out with the now infamous story of Aidan, where he revealed to the world that Drake has a son. And now Kendrick has allegedly done the same with Drake having a daughter. And we don't know if it's true yet or not, but we'll see. I'm not going to get into everything else. There's a whole heap of other stuff that happened, but yeah, Kendrick won, in my opinion. And we'll see what happens with Drake, man. But on to another topic. It was revealed, I believe, a month or two ago, correct me if I'm wrong, by Dr. Dre on, I think it was Jimmy Kimmel, that M is indeed dropping an album in the summer. He didn't say it was dropping in the summer, but he said he was about to check it out. It was then revealed that, M being Eminem, of course, by the way, in case for anyone who didn't know, but it was then revealed, I think a few days after that the album was going to be called The Death of Slim Shady, which had a lot of people interested, like, oh, is he killing off Slim, like, or is this his last album? He then revealed in another text message, because Eminem's very cryptic about these things, as we know, that he could possibly be dropping it on the 31st of May. So I will wait with bated breath until the 31st of May at midnight to see if it is indeed the album or just a single for the album. It could well be a single, given it's sort of broke M's pattern of dropping surprise albums of late. So I guess we'll see. But I would like it to be the entire album. We've been waiting a while for an M album. Apparently, he's worked on this for 3 years. So I guess that fuels the question. Will it be the last album? I hope not. I genuinely hope not. I mean, the dude has earned the right to retire. I'll give him that. Like, maybe he could just make a living off doing features every now and again and say goodbye to the rap game. Like, he's done an awful lot over 20 years, but I hope it's not his last album. I would love to see him make more albums after this. God, I hope he does another Australia tour too, because I didn't get to go to the last one, and I'm still to this day sad about it because it was the Kamikaze album tour, and we all know how that album turned out and how revered it is by M fans, and rightly so. And I wish I had gone to it, but we'll see. I suppose if there is an album, might do an album review on this podcast. Speaking of which, speaking of albums, my boy Joyner Lucas dropped an album a couple of months ago. I did a review to that over on, I forget what site it was, but I may actually do a review of that too, because I want to bring this podcast back, so it might be a topic for another episode. But if there is indeed an M album on the 31st of May, there could well be another podcast episode to do an album review. Yeah, definitely excited for that. But just want to end it off by saying that I know I have not been active in the music sphere. I have had a couple of issues and I just needed to take a bit of a break from everything. But I can assure you, your boy is coming back to music sooner rather than later. He'll be dropping pretty regularly this year, and you'll get to hear from him. And yeah, man, we shall see where the rest of however long goes. But anyway, guys, just wanted to give my opinion on those two topics. I may or may not hear from you guys or speak to you guys after the 31st of May, depending on what happens. And we could well be doing a Joyner Lucas Not Now I'm Busy album review, because that's a very solid project indeed, albeit 2 months late. But anyway, guys, till then, catches.